channel. And if you're new, what up? So you guys, today I wanted to share with you all my fall vanilla perfumes that I am excited to use. Y'all know I love me a good sweet perfume, not necessarily gourmand, but sweet. A lot of the ones that I am going to show you guys could be considered gourmands, but in some way, shape, or form, they have a heavy vanilla base note that you can smell. They may have some other things in there as well, but for the most part, they have that really prominent heavy vanilla base note. So not all of these are gourmand, but they're still considered a vanilla perfume. I will be layering these things up. Y'all already know how I like to do. I have a ton more perfumes that have a vanilla note to them, but they probably don't necessarily smell heavily of vanilla. So I didn't include them in this lineup because y'all know mostly damn near every perfume, a good bit of them have vanilla as a base note, but sometimes you can't always smell it or it's not always prominent. So I did not include any of those type of perfumes. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first one that I want to mention, this is actually one that you guys will be seeing a review on. Oh my God, this perfume is crazy. This perfume is crazy, okay? This is Crumb Couture from Sniff. And I actually heard about this perfume from a subscriber of mine. They told me that this was a super authentic croissant, like a berry croissant gourmand fragrance. And y'all, that is 100% what it is. So this perfume has a croissant note, it has a berry note, it has vanilla, it has tonka bean. You guys, this perfume is absolutely incredible because it legitimately smells like a berry filled buttery croissant. It's sweet, it's deep. The vanilla definitely adds a lot of sweetness to this. Like, in my opinion, I can honestly smell like that gourmand extract vanilla. It's so good, y'all. This perfume is crazy. This goes crazy, okay? Like, I had to include this one in here, but like I said, you guys will definitely be seeing a full review on this perfume if you haven't already. I don't know if it's gonna go up before this video or after this one, but y'all, this is it, okay? If you do not like gourmand, bakery, doughy type of scents, stay far away from this one. But I just feel like all of the scent notes play together really, really nicely, and it's such a gourmand treat. So had to include that one, okay? One that we all know and love. Well, not everybody. A lot of people don't like this fragrance, but that is okay because a lot of people do love this fragrance. It has a cult following. She is that girl, and I've gone through a whole bottle of her, and I'm probably gonna go through this one as well. Billie Eilish. You cannot refute that this perfume got a lot of hype, but for a good reason. This perfume was hyped up, but it was so worth the hype. Y'all, this is a warm, spicy, chocolatey, vanilla, hot cocoa type of scent. Like, period. This is so warm and decadent and sweet. And the longer it sits in your collection, the more you start to get that like cocoa, the more you start to get the berries, the more you start to obviously get the vanilla. It's spicy. Like I said, this is just absolute perfection. I have a small little dent in mine already, but it's not like huge. Because when I repurchased this, I don't think that I was paying a lot of attention to this fragrance. I was using other things in my collection, but this is a repurchase, and it will always be a repurchase. This is a gourmand sweet fragrance done right, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Along the same lines of that is Choco Musk. Obviously, have to talk about this one because this is your chocolatey vanilla fragrance. Yes, it has some other scent notes in there as well. It has some spiciness, it has some woody notes, it has some musk, but really and truly, in all honesty, all you get from this is a warm chocolatey vanilla. It's similar to Billie Eilish, but I feel like Billie Eilish is a little bit more complex because, like I said, with that one, you smell the berries, you smell the spiciness. It still has that, when I spray it, it still has that initial like kind of menthol cooling blast, like that minty sensation. This doesn't have any of that. This has some other scent notes in there, but I feel like it is so linear. It literally just smells like chocolate and vanilla and nothing else. And like I said, it's super warm. So this is a perfect vanilla fall fragrance. I love that one. Okay, so a newer one to my collection that I'm just obsessed with, and you guys will see because I have a nice little dent in it, is the Chaoli The Wedding Silk Santal. So this is my little dent that I put in this fragrance. I had to include this one because I love that vanilla praline dry down in this. I actually love the beginning, the opening of this fragrance because it's a champagne black currant fruity sweet scent, but it goes away, like the opening goes away really, really quickly. And then like you start to get the praline floral notes, but then that goes away really, really quickly. And you're left with like this sweet vanilla. It's like, it's vanilla 28, but better in my opinion, but that's what this one smells like. So I definitely had to include this one. It's like a, it's not a gourmand vanilla, but it's like a vanilla 28 sugary musky vanilla, and it's just sweet and it's pretty, it's feminine. So I love this one and I had to include it, and the bottle is absolutely stunning. So it's definitely a fall vanilla in my opinion that I will be using, okay? And then we have, of course, my baby Nest Madagascar Vanilla. I am still using the actual roll-on perfume oil, but y'all, this is so good. This is a coconut woody warm vanilla, and it is so good to pair with literally anything on my skin. This turns into the most beautiful, warm, sweet, still slightly woody vanilla. I love it. I love it. I can still smell the coconut in it, but what I mostly get from this is like I said, warm, woody vanilla. This is perfection. And because it's a perfume oil, you can literally wear this with anything. Literally all of the perfumes that I'm showing, you can wear this with them. You can pair these together. You can pair these together. If you wanted to make this one a little bit more complex, you can pair this together to add to the spicy woodiness in eyelash. Like, it's so many things you can pair that with. So I had to include that one. One that I've actually been wearing quite a bit. I've worn it like 4 times already. This is a Manga Lime. And y'all know I like this fragrance. Y'all know that this is one of the few lavender based fragrances that I like. I think it's just so pretty. I don't know, it's just nice. When it dries down on my skin, I mainly get like the vanilla woody notes. So I really, really like this perfume. It smells like a mom. It smells kind of mature, but still soft and just sensual. It's a really, really nice one. So because it's mainly like a sugary vanilla lavender that I smell when this dries down, I had to include it in this lineup because I think it is one of my better vanilla type fragrances. Okay, and then of course I have to include Guess by Marciano. I know that when I hyped this perfume up, a lot of people bought it and did not like it, but I can't be blamed for that. I can't be blamed for that because my skin chemistry, when this perfume dries down on my skin, it starts off very bright. It starts off very citrusy. It has that alcoholic curacao note. It has those florals in there, but when this dries down on my skin, it is straight up woody vanilla, and it is so perfect for the fall time. Honestly, I can get away with wearing this year round. This is a year round perfume because that citrusy kind of alcoholic powderiness never fully goes away, but mainly what I get on my skin is like that woody vanilla type of scent. So again, this one is like really sensual, really, really nice. I remember the very first time that I got this perfume, I went to the mall, I sprayed it on my skin, I walked around and I just kept getting whiffs. I was like, what is that? Something smells so good, because I didn't really like it at first. I did not like this perfume at first when I first sprayed it because it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, as it dried down on my skin and I kept getting whiffs of it, I was like, what the hell is that? That smells so good. And it's just like this really sweet, deep, woody vanilla. So I have to include this in my vanillas because for me, this is a fall vanilla fragrance. So love that, love that. Another year-round perfume, but one that does incredibly well in the fall and winter, and so that makes it a fall vanilla for me, is Ariana Grande's Cloud. Now, this doesn't actually have a straight up vanilla note. This is vanilla orchid, but because of the vanilla orchid, the coconut, the praline, the whipped cream, this gives me a soft lactonic vanilla-esque vibe. So yes, I know that this has like, you know, the lavender in there. It's more of an airy quality, but again, like on my skin, I get that sweetness that just reminds me of like a whipped cream, vanilla, lactonic type of scent. So this will always and forever be a super, super sweet fall, winter, vanilla type of fragrance in my opinion. And y'all know I will always have Cloud in my collection 100%. So has to include that one. Vanilla 28 by Chaoli. This is my layering perfume. This is my layering vanilla because, again, just like with Cloud, this doesn't actually have a note of vanilla. It's vanilla orchid, but because of the brown sugar and the tonka, you know, the sweeter notes in this, it gives it a softer, sweeter vibe. So whenever I layer and mix this with anything, like any of my vanilla body care, any of my Gourmand sweet body care, my doughy, bready body care, it really gives it like a touch of sweetness. So that is why this will always be a fall and winter. This is definitely a fall and winter vanilla to me. I don't wear vanilla 28 during the spring or summer. So this is definitely for me a fall and winter fragrance, something that I can layer with all of my other vanilla and Gourmands, and I end up loving the combination. So this is another fall and winter vanilla for me. Okay, and then a year-round vanilla, like any time of the year, you can layer this with any and everything, is my Pure Vanilla La Vanilla fragrance, y'all. This one, so La Vanilla, they have a lot of other vanilla fragrances. Like I know they have a coconut vanilla. They have another one, a lemon vanilla maybe. I don't know, but they have different ones. You can go on Amazon and go to the actual La Vanilla shop, and they have a lot of different vanillas. You guys, this one right here, it says Pure Vanilla. This is such a good vanilla. When you first initially smell it, it kind of smells like a powdery, floral, musky vanilla. But when you actually get it on the skin, at least when I actually get it on my skin, this is like a baking vanilla. This is like the vanilla that you use to make cookies and cakes and pies and stuff with. Like that's exactly what it is on my skin. So I can wear this anytime. I remember I was wearing this like February, March time frame, and people were obsessed with this fragrance. I was also wearing it like more so during November time frame, and people love this. And I'm about to start wearing it now. So I know that this one is just like, this is a good year-round type of vanilla fragrance. You can pair this with more light and airy body care products, or you can pair this with like heavier, deeper Gourmand body care products. And this vanilla is just going to perform. So I love that one, had to include it. Another newer one to my collection that I'm going to be using to layer with everything. This is Dulce by Rosie Jane. And this is it's supposed to be a simple vanilla. A lot of people describe this as being like vanilla bean ice cream-esque. And while yes, I get that, I also get that woodiness in here. This fragrance is supposed to be like just straight up vanilla. I think some muskiness and some woodiness. I don't know. I kind of get a mintiness from this, like a little bit of a like coldness from this. So I don't know. It does smell like a vanilla bean fragrance, but it's just a little bit too artificial in my opinion. So I will always layer this with things. When I layer it, I kind of really like it. Like these two, I know would be a match made in heaven. Like I could put on like a vanilla body care set and then layer these two together, and I know that they will be amazing. So I would definitely be layering this with a lot of different things. I know I'm going to put a nice little dent in this fragrance coming this fall. So this definitely had to be included in my fall vanillas. Now a straight up vanilla extract scent. This is Ultra Maze Vanille, and this is vanilla and cotton candy. So this is a sweet, sugary vanilla, but still I feel like this is still very warm. This vanilla goes with a lot of different, this vanilla can go with anything, okay? This is your anything, anytime, any body care type of vanilla. It's kind of like the pink sugar of vanillas. This can go with anything. This can layer with anything. It's sweet, it's sugary, it has like a warmth to it, but it's just so like, it's so sweet and good and simple. It's very basic. It's very linear. There's nothing complex about this one. It's just super nice. So this is great for an anytime, anywhere type of vanilla. Okay, and then another one that a lot of people, when I said that this had like a sweet gourmand dry down, a lot of people got this fragrance and did not like it because this is a white floral sweet fragrance, and mine has been sitting in my collection for a couple of years now. A few years now, actually. Mine has been sitting in my collection, so I definitely get more of the base notes in this. I definitely get more of the vanilla, the creme brulee, the caramel. You know, when I first bought this fragrance, I definitely said that it was not a gourmand. It was a white floral fragrance. Like, how could they consider this a gourmand just because it has like vanilla and caramel, creme brulee base notes, when in fact you can smell all of that. I think this has water lily, patchouli, maybe some tuberose. I was like, you can smell all of the white florals and a little bit of the watermelon fresh note in the beginning. But really and truly and honestly, you guys, I'm telling y'all, whatever gourmand you pair with this, it's like the gourmand pulls out all of those sweet base notes in this perfume. So I have paired this with pumpkin pecan waffles. I have paired this with coconut cream pie. I paired this with marshmallow pumpkin latte. What else? I have paired this with raspberry jam donut. So I've paired this with a lot of different gourmands, and for whatever reason, they always pull out the very sweet base notes in this fragrance. So this is a great layering agent, regardless of the fact that it has all of those other white florals and fresh notes in there. I'm telling y'all, like, this is perfect. So I definitely needed to include this in my fall vanillas. Okay, and the fresh cream warm cashmere. So this is, again, your vanilla cashmerean woody musky fragrance, and this is going to be perfect for layering. This is very, very similar to Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know if it's because this one has been sitting in my collection for a little bit longer than the Sabrina Carpenter, but this one is like I almost get like a caramel sweetness from this one. So I don't know. I feel like this one is a little bit deeper. This is not a deep fragrance though. This is very airy, light, musky. But I feel like the Sabrina Carpenter is for sure airy, light, musky. It has some coconut in there and all of that. But I feel like this one has a little bit of a deepness to it, just a little bit, because this is not super warm in my opinion. This one is not super gourmand or anything like that, but it does have a deeper quality to it in my opinion than the Sabrina Carpenter. But this is a really nice vanilla as well that I will be using to layer. This is like a comforting, cozy type of vanilla, so I feel like it is perfect for fall. So I would definitely be getting a lot of use out of this one. Okay, y'all, 2 more fragrances, and they're actually both classics. Okay, so Jessica Simpson Fancy. This is definitely one of my favorites. When I first got this perfume, I actually was using it year round. I was not using it during the fall, but during the fall is where it really shined. So mainly when I was using it, like whenever during like spring and summer, I got compliments on it, but it wasn't hitting like how it was hitting during the fall and winter, because I ended up getting so many compliments on this fragrance just in one day with a body care combination that I did. And I felt like it brought out the sweetness of this perfume. So y'all know this is heavy on the caramel, the vanilla, and I do love the almond note in here as well. So this is heavy on the sweetness. This is just so good. This is a classic. It's been around for literal years, and I feel like it's going to be around for many more years as well. So I love, 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 love this one, Jessica Simpson Fancy. Okay, and then the very last one I want to show you guys, again, this is a classic. So this is YSL Black Opium. So this is your white floral vanilla coffee fragrance. It is just so good. This one is sexy. This one is sensual. This one is deep. This one is heavy. Like, this is your heavy perfumey type of vanilla coffee type of scent. I miss this one. I actually haven't wore Black Opium in a minute, but this is just so good. And I know a lot of people really dislike the perfumey white florals that is in this fragrance, but mainly what I get is like a deep sweetness. I obviously get the vanilla. I obviously get the coffee. It's not heavy on it, but to me, this one is a deep, sweet, woody vanilla, some patchouli as well type of fragrance. So I love, 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 love this one for the fall and winter. And that is it, you guys. Those are my fall vanilla perfumes that I'm really, really excited to start layering and pairing with different body care. Some of these are going to transition me into fall. Some of these are going to be straight on fall fragrances that I start using when I start pulling out all of my gourmand body care. But nonetheless, really, really excited to use all of these. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing my fall vanilla roundup. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what your fall vanillas are going to be, because I definitely want to know what you guys are using and what you guys are going to be enjoying. I might have to check some of them out. So yeah, leave it down in the comments below. If you're new, thank you so much for watching. You should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.